students. Now we are going to discuss exercise 14.3 first problem. The survey data is given as a table form, serial number, causes and female fertility rate in percentage given. We are going to draw the thing graphically. Second, using this graph we need to give the analysis. So for that we need to draw the bar graph. Conditions here in x-axis you can choose any scale because words data is given in the form of informations, but in the y-axis you can introduce each unit equal to height, that is each unit, one unit equal to 4 percentage. So example of first one, draw the rectangular bar with width 1 unit and height 31.8 unit. So for RHC, reproductive health condition, first bar, height 28 to 30, in between we have 31.8. From 28 to 30, middle one big line is called 30. So after 30 and previous 32, so you can mark in mid of or third, that is from 28 7th line or 8th line, or from 32 second line, below second line. So you can draw one rectangle. Then NC means neuropsychiatric conditions, injuries I, cardiovascular conditions CC, respiratory condition OZ, other causes OZ. So for that in the second one, NC 25.4, it's in between 24 to 28. So 24.5. So in between 24 to 28 we have 26. So below 26, so you need to draw one line, one mark. Then after that you need to draw one line. And I 12.4, in between 12 to 16, in between 12 to the midpoint, and 4.3 in between 4 to 8, that is 4 to midline. Between you need to draw one line. The OZ, so 4.1, it's also just below of 4.3. So after 4, that is first unit line. And 22 is in between 22 24 midline exactly. So it's not exact height, you may give approximate height, that's why I'm given 4 units. But in the same case you can introduce starting if 4.1, so you can introduce from 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to 32. It's not possible because it gives you a bigger line. No, if it's each unit equal to 1 percentage means you may draw easily 31.8. It's in between 31 to 32, and 8th line you can draw a rectangle. But anyway, this is easiest one. If you are going to introduce in y-axis height, one unit equal to 1 percentage, we need to draw a bigger bar graph. That's all. You can try a bigger bar graph for this type of small bar graph, right? Anyway, height we should give the difference. So for that CC and RC 4.3 and 4.1, remaining all are more or less we can easily draw. Remaining, that is extra 4.3 and 4.1, that is something we need to give the difference. Height 4.3 and 4.1 it's just below 4.3, we need to draw this one, right? So in the second question we observe that first case, reproductive health condition is the major causes of women ill health and death worldwide because it has maximum percentage among the cases. Two other factors which play a major role in the cases in second, or injuries and other cases, or injuries and other cases, right? Then next problem, table also given, section and number of girls per thousands boys. Just we need to give the thing as a bar graph. Using this we need to give the analysis. So in a horizontal line we can choose any scale since with as bar graph only it's not important, but you just give the gap between two rectangles. We represent the number of girls per thousand boys on the vertical axis. Here we can choose the scale as 1 unit equal to 100. So for that, in x-axis SG, non-SG, BD, non-BD, rural, urban. In y-axis number of girls per thousand, 0, 100, 200, 300 up to 1000. So 940 is Z. So from 902, sorry, from 900 to 1000, we have a line, small lines. At the fourth line we need to draw 970 at seventh line, 920 at second line, 950 middle between 900 and 2000, 920 second line, 930 third line, 910 first line, right? From this graph we observe ST, number of girls is major section in different section of Indian society, because it has maximum number of girls per thousand boys is 970. And the second thing we can discuss the second question answers, more or less in each section there is no huge differences, more or less same. Bigger number 970, small number 910, and also female rate is less than the boys rate. Every 1000 boys we have only less than 1000 girls. So this analysis also we have, right? Third question, also political parties given, and seat 1 also given. Draw the bar graph. That x-axis mention the party name A to F. In y-axis we need to use 1 unit to equal to 10. So A, B, C, D, E, F are a rectangle, 0 to 100 for 75 in between 70 to 80 middle line, 55 in between 50 to 60, 37 in between 30 to 40, seventh line, 29 just below of 30 first line, or from 20 to 30 ninth line, then 10 exactly we can mark, and 37 also we can draw. That question is party A won the maximum number of seats, that is 75, right? Next, similarly, the length of 40 leaves of a plant measure correct to 1 millimeter, and the obtained data represented in the following table. Table is given. Draw a histogram. This is the question actually. Draw the histogram. For that, first hint, make the class interval continuous. So we need to make continuous, and other thing also we need to give using a graph. So for that, it's not a continuous step because 126 first interval upper limit, and second interval lower limit is 127. It's not continuous. We need to make us continuous. How to make the differences between 127 to 126 is 1. So average, that is between 126 to 127, difference is 1. So 1 by 2, that is 0.5. That is class width is nothing but 0.5. So subtract 0.5 for the lower limit and add 0.5 for your upper limit. So continue this process from first interval to last interval. So first interval 117.5, next 126.5 upper class interval, then 126.5, 135.5, then 171.5, next 180.5. So frequency, number of leaves 3, 5, 9, 12, and without the classes here equally it's a given 9. It's equal, no, so it's 9. No need to write that equal form. Now we draw the histogram for the given data. So first it's starting limit 117.5, 117.5, so that we need to introduce histogram symbol of your x-axis. So first introduce histogram symbol, and so for that here subtract 0.5 from your lower limit and add 0.5 from your upper limit. So the modified table is given to you. So introduce the histogram symbol in your x-axis. So here you can draw the continuous bar graph. So for that one 7.5 to 126.5 is first one, and continue the graph. So no need to draw exactly at the 9th vertical line. You can use 1 unit in 1 centimeter. You can introduce 1 centimeter in one width. There is one width in 1 centimeter gap in x-axis. So exactly no need to draw 9 centimeter line. No need to draw, because here width is 9, but in x-axis turn 1 unit it's 10 lines, no, that is 1 centimeter. No need to draw 9 centimeter 9 line exactly, that is 0.9 centimeter, no need. So you can use 1 centimeter for a first rectangle box, second centimeter for your second rectangle box, like that. So here we need to give a continuous time, that's all. So histogram, no, so that's why. But a point, if you are going to mention frequency polygon, means it's different. So now just the case of this is 117.5 to 126.5, then 130.5, 144.5 up to 180.5. Just you need to introduce from 117.5 previously 108.5 previous point, then last point 180.5 plus 9, that is 189.5. now in between 108.5 to 117.5 midpoint, we need to introduce the first point. You can introduce a, then midpoint of vertical line top 1 vertical rectangular box top 117.5 to 126.5, midpoint is B. Then midpoint of the second rectangle top midpoint is third point C. Then fourth point, fifth point, like that we need to draw a frequency polygon. So here that starting point it's in your x-axis and the end point also it's in your x-axis. So here your thing is from 117.5 to 180.5 over, but he needed to introduce another point, that is starting point in your x-axis and end point also in your x-axis. So from this you need to draw a frequency polygon, right? Yes, other suitable graphical representation for the same data is frequency polygon. Now histogram, no, frequency polygon also possible. So frequency polygon we introduce their line, but here histogram only, no need to introduce a point A, B, C, D up to third one, no, because the maximum number of leaves have their length lying in the interval 145 to 153, right? Next question. Question 5. The following table gives the lifetime of 400 neon lamps. 300 to 400 up to 1000. Represent the given information with the help of histogram. Histogram only. First in x-axis introduce a histogram symbol. Its starting point is 300, no, so that's why 300 to 400, 500, 600, 700 up to 1000. And also lifetime of more than 17, and also you need to introduce number of lamps in y-axis 0 to 90 because maximum number 86. So for that first rectangle 14. So from 10 to 15 you can draw 14 easily. Each two line you can reduce one. So just below of 15 is 14, then 50 to 60 56 we needed to mention, 60 86 exactly you can mention the terms. So 10 15 20 number of lamps. So just it's given in wrong manner. So you just introduce 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 like that. Here given 10 15 20, no need, just you need to introduce a uniform in it for the 10 20 30. Sorry for this graph, you need to give 10 20 30, it's 15 is extra, just erase it and rest introduce 10 20 30 like that. Now number of lamps having the lifetime of more than 700 hours, that is 800 900 1000, that height is given as 74 62 48, this 184, this is the answer. Next, the following table given two data for marks 0 to 50 and another one also 0 to 50, frequency also given. Represent the marks students of both solution on the same graph by two frequency polygon. From the two polygons compare the frequency of the two section solution. Now modify table, that is just you are going to introduce the point. So for that class mark we need to introduce for first data class mark, that is 0 to 10 average 5, that is midpoint 5. From 10 to 20 15, that is class mark 15, that is upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2, it's class mark. So for the first one and the second one class mark are equal, no, so that is 5 15 25 35 45. For section A 3 9 17 12 9, for B 5 19 15 10 1. For first point 5 comma 3 15 comma 9 25 comma 17 35 comma 12 45 comma 9. For the second section 5 comma 5, next 15 comma 19, next 25 comma 15, next 35 comma 10, next 45 comma 1, like that. So using this point you need to draw a lines, just you need to give a separate line, one is dotted line, another one is a dark line, like that you need to introduce the line. So and also mention section A and section B. So for section A 3 9 17 12 9, now so for that in your y axis you can reduce 2 4 6 up to, and the x axis 0 to 55, maximum number 55. Just you need to introduce the starting point of your x axis here 0 to 10, that is previously 0 5 10 only given, no, so for that 0, then previous is minus 5, previous is minus 5, so you need to start from minus 5. Okay, from minus 5 you need to start, and last one is 50, no, maximum you need to stop up to 55, that is your class mark is everything as 5, no, so starting point here in x axis minus 5 and end point 55, right. So it's clear that from the polygon that the performance of the section A is better comparison of section B. So it's given, no, directly, right. Now the seventh question, number of balls is given 1 to 6 7 to 12, but team A team B, just remember you needed to draw frequency polygon, or frequency polygon means it should be continuous, or histogram also it should be continuous. So make as continuous for 6 and 7. So difference one, average is 0.5. So subtract 0.5 your lower limit and 0.5 for your upper limit. So for that here represent data both the teams on the same graph frequency polygon. First mark the class interval is continuous. So subtract 0.5. So 1 now, so 0.5 to 6.5, next 6.5 to 12.5, right. For that class mark, upper limit minus lower limit, sorry, upper limit lower limit difference is upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2, that is here 3. So average of this don't put as 3 from 0.53, that is 3.5. So class mark upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Okay, right, now upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2 is you can get as 3.5, and second one 9.5 plus 6 add for your class mark, then plus 6 of 9.5 is 15.5 plus 6 of 21.5 is 27.5, from 6 of 21.5 is 33.5 plus 6 of 33.5 is 39.5 plus 6 of 39.5 is 45.5 plus 6 of 51.5 is 57.5. Class mark you need to introduce, then everything introduced in your book. So for that point, class mark comma first frequency is first point, class mark is frequency second point, like that you need to introduce the points. It's mentioned in your graph also. For team A the dotted line, for team B it's a dotted line. So for that team A 3.5 comma 5, so 3.5, so you can introduce y axis 1 in it 1 2 3 4 5 up to 11, in x axis 0 3.5 9.5 15.5 it's mentioned. So for that here given first x axis given, no, in that first line 1 centimeter 3.5, next 1 centimeter 9.5, next 15.5, like that in each centimeter 6 units here. So 3.5 9.5 15.5, like that it's given. From 3.5 comma 2 you can mark easily, 3.5 comma 5 it's marked easily, don't go like that, or you can introduce 0 1 2 3 4 5 up to, but here think about 9.5 15.5 21.5, no, so somewhat irrelevant. So in your y axis or in your x axis introduce each centimeter equal to 6 unit. First one no need, because you may use 0 to 3.5, 3.5 it's first line 3.5, next 9.5 15.5 21.5, we need that point exactly, and also we need to show the graph exactly. So for that we need to give the differences. So in each unit here 6 given. Okay, so for that you need to plot the point. So plot the point, it's important here. So 3.5 comma 2 3.5 comma 5, similarly 9.5 comma 1 9.5 comma 6, that is important. So plot the point. So here the hint or idea is in each centimeter you need to introduce 6, in y axis each centimeter equal to 1. So for that you can introduce this thing. So just carefully draw this graph. Next question, age in years given, number of children. So a random survey of children, number of children of various age groups playing in park was found as follows. Draw a histogram to represent the data above solution. So for that thing 1 to 2 2 to 3, first one 2 gap, second one 1 gap, next one 2 gap 2 gap 3 gap 5 gap 2 gap, somewhat irrelevant, no. So you need to make as a uniform table. So the minimum class size is 1, length of the rectangle is adjusted frequency, minimum class size by class of this class into frequency. Already you studied this thing in your example. So for that here 1 to 2, number of children, frequency is 5 given, width of the class is 1. So 1 by 1 into 5, directly it's 1 5. So you are going to calculate exactly 1 width. So 2 to 3, no change, 3. But 3 to 5 it's 2 given, no. So for that it's given 3 to 5. So 1 by 2 into original frequency 6, that is 3. Right? 1 by 2. For 5 to 7 the same, 1 by 2, the difference 5 to 7 2 thing given, no? So 1 by 2 into 12, 6. So that is you are segregated, it's a 2 frequency like that. Similarly 7 to 10, 3 gap is 3, but the frequency 9, you are going to divide your frequency into 3 parts, that is 1 by 3 into 9, so 3. Similarly 10 to 15, 5 parts you need to find for your frequency. So your frequency 10, so 1 by 5 into 10 equal to 2. Then 15 to 17, 2 gap, no, original frequency here given 4, we need to use 2, that is 1 by 2 into 4, that answer 2. So like that you need to give your answer. Now frequency is started, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, that is graph is given from 10 to 15 to, okay, for 1 to 2. So you can give exact graph we have mentioned here, from 1 to 2 rectangle, from 2 to 3 rectangle, 3 to 5 rectangle, 5 to 6 rectangle. Similarly 15 to 17 rectangle. So you need to introduce the last column, you need to use the last column, right? Next question, hundreds are names 1 to 4 like that given. Draw a histogram to this information, right? For that, here 1 to 4, number of letters 1 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, everything 2 2, but 8 to 12, 4, 12 to 20 is 8, no? So you need to change a equal frequency. For that, number of surnames 6, 30, 44, 16, 4. For that, width of the classes originally 3, 2, 2, 4, 8. You are going to introduce originally 2 to 2, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, no? So 2 units you are going to introduce, so fix 2 units. So now originally it's given with is 3, so 2 by 3 into 6, so value 4. Similarly originally here 2, no change, 30. Originally here 2, no change, 30. That is 2 by 2 into 44. Previous 2 by 2 into 30, no change. But 18 to 12, it's given 4. So your choose is, your letter choice is 2. That is 2 by 4 into 16. So 2 by 4 into 16, 8. So next one is 8, no? So 2 by 8 into 4, original frequency 4, so equal to 1. Suppose your choice is 1. So what happened? 1 by 3 into 6. 1 by 3 into 6. Next 1 by 2. That is here we need to use the given with at least for that 4 to 6, 6 to 8 given, no? So just use this thing. Don't use 1 with, because suppose you are going to use 1 with means what happen? 1 by 3 into 6, no problem. Next also you need to introduce, no? So 1 by 2 into 30. Next 1 by 2 into 44. Next 1 by 4 into 16. Next 1 by 8 into 2. So 1 by 8 into 4, it's 0.5, no? So why is this change? So for that 2, it's 4 to 6, 6 to 8, it's a class with 2 given, no? Use this thing. So for that your choice is 2. So 2 by the given width, 2 by the given width into the given frequency. That is first one, 2 by 3 into frequency 6. Next 2 by 2 into, next 2 by 2 into, next 2 by 4 into frequency, next 2 by 8 into frequency. Using this you can draw easily your histogram. For your x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 20, your y-axis 0 to 50. So for that, from 1 to 4 rectangle, then 4 to 6, 6 to 8 rectangle, then 8 to 12 rectangle, and 12 to 20 rectangle. The class interval in which the maximum number of surnames lies in 6 to 8. That's all. Thank you, students.